person that you were 2 years ago. You're not the same person a year ago. Maybe you're not the same person 3 months ago. Because we all change. We all go through life. We all go through experiences. Who we are changes. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is the morning and it's finals week. Woo! When I tell you it's going crazy, I'm going batshit insane. But the one advice I would take from what this video is going to be is to not give up. Okay? I'm in this period of my journey of like what's going on, you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people like to give up because they don't see the fruitions of what they've done yet. Crazy. I'm going batshit insane. But the one advice I would take from what this video is going to be is to not give up. Okay? I'm in this period of my journey of what's going on, you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people like to give up because they don't see the fruitions of what they've done yet and how much they accomplished and done better for themselves. You understand what I mean by that? Is that we all don't see anything that we improved on until something is brought to the light to us. Okay? When we are given something in return of doing something for the right reasons for ourselves. Okay? And I've had this feeling for myself where I feel like I stressed out everything I possibly could do. Okay? I stressed out picking up 2 jobs. I've stressed out getting a dog. I added so much on my plate. It changed my whole trajectory of like life. And for one thing that I like truly wanted in life, you know what I mean? But I never saw a fruition, like anything come out of it. And I want to be honest with you guys here because it's like this is the reason why I'm doing this, is to be honest about my life so you guys can take it for your own. I have felt like that I've done so much for myself but have not seen any reward. Instead, I've seen everything lessen. And what I mean by that is, let's talk about what we all think about is money right now, is the reward. And I don't think about money. For me, it's more my career. That's what I see the reward in, you know what I mean? But in financial situations always come up in everybody's life, you know? If you get a new job and you got that 2-week period that you got nothing, you know? You worked your ass off and you got nothing. That's hard to like accept. And it's like, it feels like it's never ending. Or when you get that first check, it's not enough and you feel like now you're having to scrimmage, do this to just be able to provide for yourself. But that feeling of what you accomplish for yourself feels less because you're not seeing the fruitions of what you desire to want. And it's a common thing that everybody freaking feels. I feel it. I will be honest, I had a really sick dog, very sick, and when I got him, he was very sick, and the rescue people that I got him from they mistreated him horribly, to the point where this dog couldn't even breathe when I took him home because they decided to not give him medicine to help him. They lied on his records and just allowed him to suffer and told me that they had zero space and they're thinking that probably when he gets back that he's not going to be able to have a life. Euthanized. The people were from Texas, so they came over. I'm actually going to say the name because honestly I feel like I was mistreated even by Petco too, because Petco really very much like knew what was going on. And then I was new. I never got a dog before. I never knew what was going on. I heard his cough, but nobody told me that he actually had something that was a little more serious than just a common thing that dogs have. It was very serious, and it put my pocket out $2,000. That money that I saved for myself to get a new car for myself because I got into an accident was used to save this dog's life. His name is Chance, by the way, because I wanted to give him a chance at life. And I love him and I will never regret what I did. Never in my life. I definitely think I made the best decision I've ever made for myself because of how much I love that dog. I love him so much. He's the most annoying menace to society. He's a little tiny menace, but I love him to death. He is the most grateful dog I've ever seen in my life. He's just the most happiest dog I ever seen in my life. Some dog that you could tell that he was abused. Like if you try to pet him, he would flinch, and it's just like these things. It hurts like to evolve, but I thought to myself in that moment that I know damn well that it was probably gonna be, I didn't have to do it. You know, I thought to myself all the time, I did not have to do this. I could have saved my money, did what I really wanted to do in my life, and that was travel the world and have the money to travel the world, or open up a business of mine, invest, things like that. I could have done so much with this money, but I chose to do this. Why did I do that? Because I felt like it was supposed to help me on my spiritual journey and help me on my growth for me. Yes, did I have to pay a pretty penny? Man, I paid for the dog only $100, but I spent more than $2,000 on all his medical bills, all the vaccinations he needed, everything that they just decided to just trash the dog. And I felt like I didn't have this like sense of falling until like I fell. Not fall, but I fell to the point where I felt like, what am I doing? What am I giving up? Why am I doing this? What's the point? What am I getting out of this? And I thought to myself, why am I thinking of what I'm getting out of? This is a dog, you know? This is somebody, not a person, but it's human. It's a living thing on this earth that deserves to have a chance. And I always thought to myself, like, why am I always narrow-minding myself in this? Because I cannot see the future. I cannot see what life has to give me. But I will tell you, after getting this dog, yeah, I will tell you that it was heartbreaking, heart-aching to have that to spend $2,000 on a dog. To spend $2,000 on him made me be able to understand that I need to really analyze my life. I need to start my life. I need to get up, get a job. I had a job, but I needed to get a better job for my resume. Get better, more money. You know, I take care of a dog now. I take care of myself now. I want to live a certain way. And right now, I'm in the midst of, I have 2 jobs. I just signed up to this job around finals week. Make that make sense for my brain. But again, we all mess up, you know? When there's ASAP or a 2-week period, and I picked the ASAP one. I don't know why, but it happened. But honestly, like, going on and talking about it is that I feel like when people feel like to give up, I'm in this stage right now. I feel like I gave my all. I gave everything that I could, my energy. I wake up early as hell, get everything that he needs to get done for himself, get the things that I need to do for myself. I changed my whole life over. You know? Everything that I wanted to do for myself, I'm now starting to do, you know? But I don't see anything given to me, you know what I mean? Like, I don't see the fruitions of what I'm doing, or the steps that I'm doing. Where is it gonna lead me? Where am I gonna go? And me doing all this on YouTube, where is it gonna go? You know, is it gonna be anything, or is it just gonna be sitting in my freaking photo booth on the camera? I don't know, you know. And that's the point. Nobody is supposed to know. I'm not even supposed to know what's about to happen in the future, or what does not happen. Whatever happens, but at least you're making yourself better every single day for yourself. And that's the one thing that I feel like people need to take out of key when they're evolving themselves. It's not always about what you get in return. Sometimes it's just to better yourself and become better for yourself and allow things to just happen the way it happens. Don't mind that. That's for my dog. And allow things to just happen the way it happens. I cannot predict the future. But if I'm working to something that I want and I'm speaking about it, that's all I can do. You know, I could get up every single morning. I could do everything I need to do my routine. I could write that essay, that paper. I could do anything. There's another part of this, is that I could overwork myself, which I did, and burn out. And then this feeling that you're feeling is going to be even higher, that you want to give up. You don't feel like this is going to be, it's not going to be good enough. It's not going to be enough for you. That's the feeling that you have when you don't know what is there to give. You know, what is there for your future. Because we all don't know the future. I am putting everything on the line for myself. Everything. Okay? I put every single point of me. I sacrificed so much for myself. I changed my whole life around for myself, and I am so grateful that I did that, because I cannot see myself the way I was in the past. And that's what I should be proud of. And that's what you should be proud of. Evolving, not seeing what you have, or the material things that you want in front of you, or the money, or you're not getting this right away. It comes with time. Okay? And some things don't happen. Okay? Some things just end up not aligning, and it's just something you just have to accept and figure out what you want different. I don't believe that. I feel like whatever you like, I do believe what I just said. Me taking back on what I just said. I do believe in that, but I also feel like if you're working to something and you're working hard every single day for months and months on end, every day, there is going to be a reward for that. I believe that 110%. If you changed your whole life around, you became this different person, you changed everything that you once knew into something different, there is something that you're meant to do. I believe that. I don't believe that I feel like we all get stuck in this period of not seeing anything given to us in our 3D reality, so we give up everything that we basically work so hard on to change ourselves. Because let me tell you this, life is all about changing. I say this all the time. Life is all about changing. You could change your mindset 110%. Change what your environment made you believe, what people made you believe, what you believed in your own self. You could change all of that. But it only takes, again, if you try to. This is a journey of healing. This is not, okay, I want to get this, so I'm going to do all this to get there. No. Okay? Yes, that's a aspect of it, but it's not the whole picture. The whole picture is working. The thing that matters the most is you evolving yourself. None of the material things, none of the things that are in your 3D reality should matter so much than yourself. Okay? You should be proud of how much you evolved from yourself. Okay? If you're on a healing journey, everybody knows you're not the same person that you were 2 years ago. You're not the same person a year ago. Maybe you're not the same person 3 months ago. Because we all change. We all go through life. We all go through experiences. Who we are changes. And we have to accept that part and that aspect of ourselves. Don't give up just because you don't see what's in front of you right now. And it might take months. It might take years. I am not going to lie to you. I'm saying this, as much as I'm saying it to you, I'm saying it to myself. You understand? I cannot expect that, let's give an example, that I'm going to be a multi-millionaire in a freaking month from now. When I'm not, what am I doing? Like, you know, if I win the lottery, you know, it doesn't work like that. It really doesn't. If I want to be a multi-millionaire, then I have to fucking work my ass off to get there. And I have to understand it doesn't take overnight. Rome wasn't built in a day. And I keep saying that. Rome was not built in a day. And I love this saying. Rome wasn't built in a day. Rome took years to perfect. And it's the most beautiful and still standing place today, in my opinion. There's nicer places. There's beautiful. I think Rome is beautiful because of how much it took, the history, the lessons that were learned from that history that we've learned from I keep saying history, from the past. And that's a great example. It took them years and years to build Rome. It was not built in one day. It was not. And it's success. It turned out to be a great success. Rome is still standing today. Alright? From you guys know. But that's when I say, what? Hello, sunlight. That's where you have to see through things. Like, I cannot say I'm gonna be a multimillionaire in a couple days from now when I'm over here working at Sunglass Hut and now working a job at marketing, Veco marketing, working under somebody. Think I'm gonna be a multimillionaire working under somebody? Okay. No, I'm kidding. I'm not. But there's some like jobs that do have people like get up there. But what I'm more coming at the point is you cannot expect something to just be given right away. It takes time, it takes patience, it takes effort. And the only thing that can keep you going without you giving up is knowing damn well that you have evolved from who you were and you're going to keep evolving to reach your goal. It doesn't take, oh, I switched over to becoming a better person, I'm going to get everything that I want. No, it doesn't work like that. I wish it did, okay? We would all be rich right now. But no, life teaches you lessons to get you to become stronger and more resilient to what you want to become. And it's going to be a knock and a knock and a knock and a half through life. And it's just how it is. But at least you're evolving yourself to take that pain and lessen it. Or take that pain, and what I'm trying to teach you is take that pain and that hurting feeling and transmute it into a positive energy. Okay? And when I mean positive energy, it motivates you to want to get this done, to finish this done. All that. It helps you transmute that negative into a positive for yourself. And trust me, you'll see the fruitions in your own life and how happy you are. The positive vibes that are around you. Not always having negative vibes. It doesn't always have to be about money, guys. It really doesn't. It can be just the content and peace and happiness of life. And that's the biggest key that I think everybody wants. You could see multimillionaires, billionaires saying that money hurts them more than when they didn't have it. Because life doesn't go away just because you have money. Life doesn't go away because you decide to run away to a different country. Life doesn't go away. Life lessons never go away. You cannot run away from your problems. Money cannot fix your problems. It's the honest truth. You could only fix yourself. You could only change your mindset. Nothing can. Materialistic things cannot. It could be there for right then and there, and then when it's gone, what's going to happen? When it's not fun anymore, it's like a kid that plays toys, you know? When they got money, they give, they play around with it, and then when it gets boring, what happens? They toss out the toy, okay? They're like, I don't want to play with it anymore. It doesn't make me happy anymore. I want to find something else. Because in life, we all want to find something else. Because we all want that adrenaline rush in life. And it's the truth. And what I say to that is the best key to understand, to relink what I just said, is understanding of your growth. Understanding of how much you came. Being able to learn from those lessons that from your past and take them to your future. Future problems that happen, future lessons that come to you, because life does not stop just because you done better for yourself or you got better for yourself. It doesn't work like that. I really wish it did. I really did, but it doesn't. And what I say is don't give up because you don't see what you don't have, but what you want, I should say. Just work 10 times harder to get where you want to go. You already did the hardest part, and that's because you wanting to change. That is the hardest part out of anybody, is being able to change for themselves. But understanding when you reach a point in a life where it's like you have basically zero to nothing and you're struggling and you feel like, well, I did all this and I see no fruition out of it. I did this for months and nothing happened. Well, it doesn't take just a couple months. Rome wasn't built overnight, like I said. All this is all connected together. We all the, like, what I'm saying is all connected. Do not give up. Realize your evolution through your lifetime, okay? And work to where you want to go. Keep working on it. Because if you stop and you say, well, you know what, I see nothing, you're going to go back to that past self that made you change, want to change, okay? That you chosen the opportunity to change yourself, right? And I'm hoping I'm making sense here. Your past self chose to change, all right? And now you're at this point where you want to give up. Does your past self would say to you right now, give up? No. They would tell you to hold on, keep going. You made it this far. You didn't turn back. You did it. More than you ever did in your life. So why give up? Because you don't see anything? Well, then you only care about one thing. Because the best thing and the best key to take out of this is yourself evolving. Seeing yourself turn into a different person. Seeing the world around you in a different perspective. That's the key to life. That's the key to seeing a more open life. Seeing more opportunities for yourself. Staying in that lack mindset, that narrow-minded mindset, and letting life pass you by, I will tell you straight up, you won't get nowhere. You will sit in that negative cloud. You will sit in that feeling, feeling, honestly, a feeling of failure in your life because you decided to give up. Don't give up. Work to what you want to see out of your life. It does not take overnight. Give it time. Let it adjust. Let the world adjust to what you're doing, okay? Do not expect things to happen right away. And I will say the same thing to myself. Just because you go through harder times does not mean that it's over, okay? Healing is hard. It's linear. I always say you always go back and forth, but the best key to understanding life is to move forward. Never go back. And that's like an old black and white saying, but it's true. You could only be doing better for yourself by moving forward. You can't do anything worse for yourself than probably going to your past. That's probably the worst thing you can do, because you did everything you could. You worked so hard, and then you basically backtracked all those months or all those years you put in for healing. Don't do that for yourself. Don't give up on yourself. That's the biggest thing I could say. Do not give up on yourself, because when you work hard and you trust the process, I will tell you 110% it becomes better. All right? I feel like the longer you wait, the better your fruition is going to come into this life. That's what I believe. The more you work on yourself, the more you work on your reality, the more you work on yourself in general through your life, your job, work, whatever, school, will only make you better. And the honest truth of what I would say to this, do not give up on yourself. It's just a period of time that will pass right by. You wouldn't even notice this when it passes right by. But when you finish your journey, how great is that feeling gonna feel? When you've done all that work and you finally could see the fruitions of what you've done. Don't give up. Because if you give up, you're giving up your whole life. And it's 10 times harder when you give up and try to go back to it. It's 10 times harder because you already given up. You decided to put in the towel already. So what is that going to be for your future? What is that going to be when life gets hard again and you decide to give up, want to give up again? You could try to give up, go back to it. Yeah, it works, but it's just going to be easier and easier. Every time you give up, it becomes easier. And what I mean by this, if you give up, you become easier to give up completely. Okay? It tells your brain that I could give up. It's fine. I could do something else. I could give up and I could try something different. But it's going to always be the same thing. If you understand, you give up on something and you do something else, you're going to do the same result. You're going to give up. Don't give up on yourself. At least try. And when I mean try, at least try to see how much you evolved, how much you came for yourself. And if you don't, then give up. You'll learn your lesson the hard way. And maybe you need to give up to realize, okay, I need to get back on it. Everybody's different. But in my opinion, the more you give up, the more easier it is to give up in life. Because you could see the easy way out. Don't give yourself that opportunity to see the easy way out in life. You won't get what you want if you take the easy way out. Trust me 110%. The people who work hard will get what they deserve. The people who don't and give up, they get what they deserve. I believe that. It's all your guys' opinion. I only will say to you this: don't give up on your journey. Keep pushing through it. Pull right through it, alright? I love you all. I'll see you guys in the next. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.